Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the RLCS 2026 season wish list. This is a video I've been doing or wanted to do for a long time, and I'm finally doing it now because our Worlds is coming up shortly in just a few weeks, and usually they announce something big for the next season. So I have a couple ideas here, some controversial, some not, some are obvious, some are not. I want to see you guys' comments down below of what you guys want to see for the next season. I think this season's going to be huge. I think there's going to be huge revamps. I think it's going to be nothing like we have now. So, I'll see you guys comment down below, see what you guys think, what you guys want to see next season. And before we get into this, I want to ask you guys a very specific question, something that I've been kind of thinking about and passionate about for the past few weeks. I put it in my community tab as well, so if you want to go vote as well, it'll be there. Or you can just comment down below and see if you would be interested. I'm starting to think to start a new brand alongside some big creators in the Rocket League scene right now, to make plushies of your own favorite creators or pros or your top level big names in Rocket League. I'm really passionate about this. I do kind of want to start it, but only if you guys are willing to buy into it. If you would be interested in anything like that, comment down below. More support I get now, the more likely I will start it. I just would like anybody that is passionate about it, I will include. Either vote in the community tab on my channel or comment down below if you would be interested, or both, whatever you like to do. But anyways, with all my yapping out of the way, let's get to this wish list. Now, one, UE5, gonna do the basic one. Everybody wants UE5. They've been wanting it forever since, you know, Epic picked up Rocket League. There has been this leak on Twitter, if you're not on Twitter or not on YouTube or any socials. We are Rocket League, or Rocket League is rumored to go into Fortnite. It'll be kind of like Roblox, where it's just the Roblox is a client and there's a bunch of games you could download from there. Don't know how this will be, how people will handle it if they announce this, or if they announce this in front of a French crowd. Don't know if it'll be handled great, but this will be huge news if this is announced at Worlds. This technically does announce UE5 too if they are ported into Fortnite in the same engine. So again, huge if that ever gets reviewed. This has been known, but has been brought to light recently. Next, third place match. I actually had this idea before EWC, but when I was making this slideshow, and I didn't know how well it would work on LAN, but it definitely proved to be good. It was hype for the players and the spectators, and then especially I wanted it online. I think online would definitely be great. You know, for quarterfinals, you have a third, fourth place, again the same amount of points, and top four make LAN. If, you know, you're in that second or third regional and really need that third place, that builds really good hype for the grand final. As well, gives huge breaks. There's always been debate about grand finals. Whoever plays that last semifinal has less of downtime for the grand final, so they usually play better. So this kind of minimizes it because they have to wait for an entire series before they get to play their grand final. Again, for online, this builds up hype and good storylines for if there is still top four for EU and NA. Especially EU and NA for top three, or yeah, for that third place matchup. It'll make it hype and disperse points better. 3, revamp format. Swiss and groups are good. They did change it. We know last year we did Swiss literally the entire time. They switched up to groups, but we've seen it forever. I really like the switch up formats for 21-22 season, where first was Swiss, then it was groups, and then it was double Elan for spring. That's cool. It was a new feel for everything. But I am not sure how I want it to be. It's a kind of an experiment. Again, I think Epic Games is going to make huge revamps. I think there's going to be a huge revamp of what they're doing right now since the open era, which we will get farther down the line, and I'll see what that entails further. 4, 3 majors. Obviously, everybody wants one, not controversial. Again, I don't know the budgeting. With their Champions Road, they're putting a lot of money into that. If you don't know, this is like kind of off-season stuff. Just like they're kind of like cash cups. Also, they put a bunch of money in cash cups as well, which I'm kind of scared that's the road they're gonna go to. But yeah, I'm kind of scared with how they're budgeting their money if they put it into more majors. Builds more hype. There's less downtime between 2 majors. Again, but also everybody wants this. I'd rather get another major instead of a bunch of money into Champions Road. Just 2v2, 3v3, 1v1 tournaments, Rumble tournaments. A bunch of money was put into that, which is scary. And then again, scared to go into cash cup based format. We're not in Fortnite. 5, RLCS tournaments in-game. This is one I've been preaching for a long time. In Fortnite, if you could do a compete tab, you could go and access a live in-game leaderboard during tournaments, up to 10,000 people. This is huge for if you're competing, but for RLCS, you could look at brackets inside the game. You don't have to go on Wikipedia, or you don't have to look at, you know, Cody's spreadsheet on Twitter. Easy to access for casuals, especially who just, you know, tune in every once in a while, don't really care. This really brings in more players. If it does update in real time, which would be awesome. You do need a new engine. I don't think our engine right now will support it. Pretty old engine. I don't think it would handle that. So again, UE5 will make this happen. This is one of my top 3. I really want to see this happen. Easy to watch in game. It's also in Fortnite. Brings more people into the scene. And yeah, I hope this one comes in. That's what I really want. Revamped in-game tourneys. So I really like how tourneys are well. They perform really well. So if you're ever creating in your own tournament, you're able to add and control more about it. So you could make, you know, more formats, seed it a certain way. I wish there was a little bit more customization. And then I like scheduled tournaments. Again, they promote how high level, lower level players to play and, you know, compete at a different level, so just grand ranked, which is kind of what we're trying to avoid, because we have solely been based on growing the game by grinding rank 24/7. We need to branch out a little bit more to grow the game. 7, fix DDosing, obviously. They've kind of stepped up a little bit, but they're still working on it. Hopefully they find a fix, not controversial at all, unless you're an actual DDoser who's making money off of it. 8, item shop theme around majors. I think I've heard this. I don't remember who I heard this from, but it was from another creator. Have decals surrounded by a theme. So you know how Raleigh and Birmingham have their own colorways, color themes. If you make decals based around it, or back then we did an after movies based around music, you could also do that too. Again, really wish after movies were higher quality than they are now recently, but the like music based around is super sick. If you can make that into item shop, we'll promote item shop sales and visits and whatnot, all that jazz. All Epic Games likes is money. I think this is a good way to do that. 9, creative mode would be huge. This is one that is similar to Fortnite. You know, you guys remember when Playground mode was introduced in season 7. Huge, blew up the game even more. It made it, instead of just battle royale, you gotta play with your friends for an hour and then introduce creative later, which is now a huge, bigger than battle royale itself. If you guys haven't seen, again, I'm relating a lot of these to Fortnite because it's owned by Epic Games. They've used the wrong sections from Fortnite to Rocket League, I believe. Like cash cups don't really work with Rocket League, but creative mode could work so good with Rocket League. There's endless possibilities. You've seen Lethamir, a hub for creators to create custom game modes, easy to join to play with friends. Right now, Leth is making all these maps, but they're extremely difficult to join. You have to download a bunch of extensions. You have to download a VPN to bypass your computer. It's a really big pain in the butt. But if there's an actual hub for a creative mode for creators like Lethamir or like other developers to make a game mode, again, I think this could be huge. This would be huge. Again, would need UE5 to implement this, but this is one of the biggest additions Rocket League could add. This would be huge. Number 10, team and player sections. Have an esports tab. I think this would be kind of hard, but have an esports tab during in-game season around top level talent and in their respective region. Just providing basic info, instead of going, it's kind of like a Wikipedia page, show their accolades, show results of, you know, just like, you know, top 2, top 3 teams in, you know, each region. Again, it brings more viewers to RLCS, the more casual viewers, to support an entire team for the duration of the season instead of just, you know, Worlds or LAN or whatever. Easier to connect with these players. This one's full bias. Major on the West Coast. I live on the West Coast in the US, so I want to land in Vegas, San Diego, LA. I would be able to attend. So this is just bias. This is just what I want for a land spot. And in conclusion, to round the video out, RLCS may have an insane major qualifier revamp. Again, I think I said this earlier in the video. I do not think we're keeping the same. It's kind of scary what we're gonna go through, but they could either bomb it or it'll be amazing. So we'll see. Again, don't know how budget is, so lots might not happen like the 3 majors. Just super wanted to have 3 majors. Again, I missed that. And Rocket League, in my opinion, has the most potential to be the biggest esport in the world. easy to understand, fun to watch, short games based around an already worldwide sport, soccer or football in Europe, and an extremely high skill ceiling and never-ending skill. You've seen what people do with tasks, tool assisted speedruns is what it's short for. You've seen those clips. This game has an extremely high skill ceiling. And also subscribing is cool too. I make player documentaries and predictions on events, so subscribing really does help me a lot. And I will have the world's predictions out on Sunday, so make sure look out for that. That video to be really long. Really excited to do that world's prediction. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.